Environmental groups are calling on Governor Corzine to conditionally veto a bill that would extend permits for land use by 2 years. The business community said the bill is needed to help the state's economy. Environment correspondent Ed Rogers has the story.
The legislature gave final approval to the Permit Extension Act before it adjourned for its summer break in June. The Sierra Club and New Jersey Environmental Federation want Governor Corzine to conditionally veto it, saying projects that had received initial approvals should be re-examined.
Standards change, our science gets better, our understanding gets better, and folks should, once you get an approval, you should have a reasonable amount of time to complete that project. But if you, for whatever reason, can't get it done, and the standards have changed, then those projects should be reviewed under those new standards.
Business groups say no changes are needed, saying many of the projects that would be affected fell victim to a weak economy.
With the economy going south on us, a lot of projects had to be delayed, had to slow down because of financing and such. So this is another way for them to get a little bit more time, project that's been approved, to extend the time on the project so there's a shovel in the ground and that the project can move on.
The bill does remove the highlands, pinelands, and environmentally sensitive farm areas from the program. The environmentalists say they want all farmlands exempted. The groups say some of the projects do warrant permit extensions, but are vehemently opposed to a segment of the legislation they call the Dracula Clause, because it brings back to life permits that expired over the last 18 months.
There's no due process, meaning that there's no public notice, there are no public hearings, there's no municipal approval, there's no state approval. It's a blanket resurrection.
The State Builders Association says compromises were made to address such concerns. The business community says enactment of the program will help stimulate economic growth.
If we don't do legislation like this, we're going to see loss of jobs, loss of the economy and businesses to other states.
The governor's office says the permit extension bill is still under review. The governor has until September 15th to veto or conditionally veto the measure, or it will automatically become law. Ed Rogers, NJN News, Trenton.